kidding. Welcome back, horror freaks, to another retro review, and I am your host, the Strange Monkey. Now then, I figured it was time to get back to the Friday the 13th franchise since, we're all isolated and whatnot. What can we do? So, Friday the 13th Part 2 is directed by Steve Miner, and it revolves around a bunch of camp counselors at a nearby camp. Not Camp Crystal Lake, because, there's always a damn camp or a summer house nearby, and that's where Jason decides, he's gonna get up, do some exercise, and go hack up some more counselors. 5 years take place after the events of the very first film. Alice is the survivor after she was able to take out Pamela Voorhees, the one who was killing everybody in the first place. All of these new camp counselors think that Jason is a myth and blah, 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 blah. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry, it's coming. Jason is alive. He is already a grown man at this point. He kills Alice, drill to the head, and not a drill, a screwdriver, whatever. And that's it for her. That's it for the very first final girl, and I think she deserved better than that. But anyway, so there are new counselors at another camp nearby, and a lot of them are interested in this legend of Jason and what happened and blah blah blah. Some of them want to check out Camp Crystal Lake. Not a good idea, folks. Not a good idea. Most of them are just idiots, to be honest with you. They just want to have fun and have sex, and it's the usual nonsense. And there's some cringeworthy people in this movie, like this guy right here, for example. This guy right here. He wants to impress one of the girls in this movie. Her name is Terry. She wears the Mickey Mouse shirt with the short shorts, and he's using a slingshot. He's just shooting at her cheeks because he thought he was going to get a shot at those cheeks, but instead he got a damn machete to the face. Ah! I think that's what happened. So many deaths, I sometimes forget. Speaking of deaths, this had some of the best damn kills in the franchise. They really just stepped it up as far as the kills go. The plot is okay. Just like I said, different location, same old thing with new camp counselors, except for one, and that's Ginny. She's the main protagonist in this film, and I gotta say, she is the best final girl. Oh, spoiler alert. Out of the whole franchise, she is the best final girl because she's a psychology major in this film, and she mentions that. She uses her brain to outsmart Jason in the climax of the film, in the final act and whatnot. And I thought that was really cool, She knows about Jason's mother and this and that, and she uses that information to distract him, and I thought that was really awesome. This is the only time that you get to see Sackhead Jason. This is before he got the hockey mask in the third film, and, he has the overalls and the pitchfork and whatnot, and it was something different, He has a variety of weapons, if I'm not mistaken. He had a pitchfork and a machete and I think another weapon, if I'm not mistaken, but it was something different. But, I noticed that a lot of people make mistakes in these movies, throughout this entire franchise. So, here are some super cool do's and don'ts in the Friday the 13th franchise. Here's one of the do's. If he's really dead, please make sure he can't be resurrected by a machine. Kind of like in Jason X when they shot the shit out of him and killed him for real, but then his body just so happened to be by this machine that rebuilds your cells and brings you back to life and everything. And then he was upgraded. No. Here's one of the don'ts. If he's really dead, leave it alone. Don't go back and dig up his grave like Tommy Jarvis did in Part 6, and he killed him for real in Part 4. Don't do that. That was the biggest mistake he ever made in that entire franchise. He made him even stronger. With the lightning bolt. No. So, now that we got that out of the way, I must say this is one of the better entries in the franchise. It's not, in my opinion, it's not the best one. It's not the worst one at all. It's there in the middle. It's fine. So I will say that Friday the 13th, Part 2, It's all right. It's a fun movie, but there are others that I would prefer for part two. But this is definitely one of the better ones, like I said. I would have to do some sort of franchise ranking. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. What is your favorite entry in the Friday the 13th franchise? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe, check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and click on that notification bell. Be safe, wash your hands, and have yourselves a good fright.